The astrology of Monday, February 2nd, starts out with the moon in Leo forming an opposition with Venus in Aquarius. Now, this is taking place around 2 a.m. The moon represents our feelings and our emotions, and Venus is a planet of connection, relationships, our creativity, but also our personal values. And when it is forming this essentially full moon aspect, and these two planets are sitting across the sky from one another, it can stir up tension in our close relationships or a source of tension regarding our own personal values. Are these something that we're putting into practice, or is it something we're just thinking about? So, this is an opportunity to make some sort of important decision or an illuminating moment regarding a close relationship, your personal values, or even your relationship with creativity and joy. Now, later on, around 6 a.m., the moon in Leo is going to form an opposition with Mercury in Aquarius. This is going to be a great time for communication, for having important conversations, even if they feel a little tense or needed. It could also look like a stalemate, very much like if people are feeling stubborn in their opinions. This is not the time to change someone's mind. However, it can be a busier time for connection and communication. Excuse me, I burped. But this energy is helpful for making an important decision or speaking your mind. Later on, around 3 p.m., the moon in Leo is going to form a square with Uranus and Taurus. And this always brings some sort of surprise, change to our day. This can look like taking a risk. It can look like an emotional reaction or some sort of emotions that were buried rising to the surface. This could be out of excitement, or it could be just a big cry that you've been needing to have. This is also going to give you the courage and the confidence to show up more authentically, to make choices that are in alignment with the future version of yourself and who you hope to be. One thing is for sure, this is not the time where things are going to go according to plan. So just keep that in mind in the backdrop of the day, that unexpected or unpredictable events might pop up, or maybe you even receive a last minute invitation. Now, also in the backdrop of the day, we have Mercury in Aquarius forming a sextile with Chiron in Aries. This is taking place around 4:30 p.m. Mercury is the planet of communication and the mind, and Chiron is our wounded healing planet, asteroid, planetoid, technically. And it has to do with some of our deepest pain and our wounding and our healing journey. But when it meets with other planets in the sky in a gentle and supportive way, this is actually a really lovely time to show up vulnerably, to initiate emotional conversations, to have healing conversations, and to integrate some of the lessons that you've learned on your own healing journey. So, could there be pain points or moments of trigger that come from certain conversations or what someone says? Possibly, but more so, I would see this as an invitation and an opportunity to really reflect on all of the inner work that you've done in your own relationship with your self-awareness and choosing to continue to show up for yourself and to speak and act in alignment with, again, who you are and who you want to be. Now, later on in the day, around 7 p.m., the moon will enter Virgo.